Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do SOULCALIBUR 6 online ranked matches with Hwang. I also want to let everyone know I'm still looking to recruit players for the online tournaments with cash prizes for the first and second place for all our favorite games like Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 11, SOULCALIBUR 6, Tekken 7, Demon Slayer, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And for every 50 subscribers this channel gets, I'm going to do a $50 giveaway to one lucky subscriber through Cash App until we reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. And if you have your own YouTube channel, I will subscribe to your YouTube channel as well. I think all YouTube creators should subscribe to one another's channels to help each other's channel grow. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button down below. Don't forget to check out the community page to see the latest image poll. I also have a new playlist called Announcements so you can stay informed of everything you need to know about this channel, upcoming events, tournaments, raffles, and giveaways. And if you really want to support this channel, any donation, big or small, will help the channel grow. Just send me a text message saying donations to my cell phone number at 862-405-2191 and I will send you the link to my Cash App. It's the same number to enter into the raffles. Thank you and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alright, so let's get into the original timeline now. In Soul Edge, right, Hwang was born to parents while they were poor, had a strong sense of justice. Now, however, this resolve was what led them to their downfall. He grew up hardened and eventually enrolled himself into the Showdown to learn to use his longsword. Now, it didn't take him long to become one of the best students in the doyan, and he was even eventually deemed good enough to be taught a private lesson by the master himself, Hwang, which I probably butchered his name. Now, the master was happy to have such a gifted student and was even considering adopting him as his son. Now, however, he never had a chance to do so, and his daughter Shamina was only friends with Hwang, with mutually lack of desire to make the relationship anything more than friendship. Yeah, because they try to ship them together, but no, just friends. Now, facing increased creation from the Japanese raiders, and a coast guard was quickly formed and led by the Admiral Yin Sung-sing, with Hwang as the first volunteers. Rumor of Soul Edge deemed the Sword of Salvation spread to Korea, and Yin Sung-sing sent him to go after it and to find it. Now, in SOULCALIBUR, on his quest to find the Sword of Salvation, he received news of an impending Japanese invasion of his homeland. He cut his search short and returned home, dragging Shamina, who had run away to find the Soul Edge herself, home with him. Now, he rejoined the Coast Guard and commander, but shortly thereafter he received the news from the new recruit, Hwang. I cannot say that name. The Mina had run away again. Angered and worried by this, he lost his better judgment and led his crew into a trap set by the pirates of Ryukyu Kingdom, and many lives were lost. Yin Sung-sing sympathized with his worry over Mina's well-being, but nevertheless obligated him to dismiss him from the Coast Guard. So basically, because of his bad call, a lot of people lost their lives, so can't keep him in, so he got kicked out. Instead of him giving him a new set of orders, he was then aided to go find Nina and finding Nina under the disguise of searching for the Sword of Salvation. He immediately set off for the west once again, and upon finding her, he was told the true nature of Soul Edge. Deciding that the Korea would no longer rely on the legend to save itself, that it could only rely on its own strength, he dragged Mina home with one goal in mind: to rejoin the coastal force in guarding against impending Japanese invasion. Now, in SOULCALIBUR 2, remember now, this is all the original timeline. During his second quest, Hwang learned of Soul Edge was evil, and he made a report to his superior about the matter. Sadly, that served to tarnish his reputation even more. The Admiral Sung-sing dismissed him and forced him to return to Blue Thunder. As punishment, Hwang left the garrison and stayed in his master's dojo until one day when someone appeared in the exercise hall. He captured the stranger, and upon interrogating him, he found out that he was a spy from Japan, who claimed that Japan was in search of Soul Edge 2. Since one of the coastal defense was the knowledge of foreign lands and experience of previous trips, Hwang selected to carry out the new mission to find and stop the agent from Japan finding Soul Edge first, and bring the sword, if possible, to Yinsun Singh, handing him Blue Thunder again. And Hwang understood the meaning of this mission to save his country before beginning his quest. He went to the capital and stole the fragments gathered there, since he wouldn't leave his beloved country with an anxiety of his heart. He then headed towards the west, knowing that both Yansu, a student of Shang Dojo, and Songmina were in a similar quest. He hoped to join forces with them and together destroy the evil blade once and for all. So this guy is just on a mission every single time, bro. So now in Soul Calibur 4, which to me was the best Soul Calibur, although he doesn't make an appearance when it's mentioned in Yansu's storyline, they encounter each other while Yansu was on his way to Ostrasburg, Germany. Hwang warns the young warrior that Soul Edge is evil. However, he does not stop Yansu from continuing his journey, stating that he will let him find out for himself. Then the two of them will go their own separate ways. Years later, Hwang is seen as a national hero along with Mina and Yansu. The three are now teach at the dojo, training the new generation. Now the endings, now that's going all the way back to Soul Edge. It says Hwang picked up the two Soul Edge swords and commanded, and the comments how evil and powerful they are as well. Both endings has stumbles into the Shunyu dojo and the two swords, and the members ask him what happened. But he hits one of them and tells them to shut up. One's glowing eyes and fangs suggested that he is now being possessed. Now the good ending says he throws the swords over the Adrian, and he then returns to the dojo where he is asked about his journey. Shansu greets him, telling him that he hears of his exploits and thanks him for saving the country. Shansu and Mina offer to Shanghang Myeong offers to adopt him, but he declines and rejoins the Coastal Defense Force because his duties is to fulfill before he goes home. I mean, why you want to adopt him now? He's a grown-ass man. Like, that don't make no sense to me. Now, in Soul Calibur, the original timeline ending goes, once the legend spoke of the Sword of Salvation as being in truth an evil sword that drove Soul insane, injuring the fight with Inferno, the incarnation of the sword, Shamina, came to his aid. Shamina, who is dependent on now, Hwang, indeed, thank you, we need not to rely on legends anymore, for we shall protect our country ourselves. The zealous patrol depart for the seas under the arrest to protect their country and their people. Their story will surely be told with pride in future generations. Now, Soul Calibur 6, the new timeline. Now we're going to the new timeline because it's difficult to survive in the turbulent world, especially if one goes straight without refraction. Hwang Shun, an orphan taken by the legendary swordsman Shang Han-myung, renowned as a god of war, grew up to become one of the strongest and most selfless people in Korea. Cool. There is no doubt that in the introduction of the newer style dojo and the mastery of swordsmanship helped. It was not only that in the sword technique, but also in the personality that was found in the swordsman Shang Han-myung. Now, yeah, I'm about to straight up, and I know this is a mirror match, but this guy's about to get straight up sweet, bro. You're not even on my level, kid. GG's, but I'm about to catch you with the special. Watch, I'm baiting him. Hold on. Let me see if I get him with the special. Got him with the special. Oh, he blocked it. Now I got him. Oh, you quit, bro. You trash as hell, bro. Bro, you was gonna lose anyways, man. Why you had to quit like that? Damn, I hate when people quit like that, bro. Anyways, now we all know you're a loser for quitting. Let me keep on reading. Let's see where I left off. Firstly, that found the swordsmanship, blah blah blah, alongside with his daughter Shamina. Hwang came to regard her as his sister. So again, in this timeline, just like the original one, They were trying to make him more, but no, in this one it was just straight out, he treated her as his sister. When the news came to Japan that the neighboring country across the sea was being unified, fear a potential invasion rose across Korea. Shortly after, the young people volunteered to serve in the military under Lee Shang, the general of the navy, and gathered to secure the coastline. Hwang among them, but some of them were fans. At the time, rumors of the Sword of Salvation called Soul Edge emerged from the far west. The country was hopeful, and as the king gave his permission to the young men to task the explorers to seek out the Sword of Salvation to confirm the truth of the rumor. When Mina secretly left home to search from the Sword of Salvation herself, Hwang set out both to fulfill his mission and return Mina home. So the original timeline and this new timeline, they're basically like mirroring each other's story, because it sounds the same, only they're using different words like here and there, but it looks like it's being the same thing. So it doesn't really seem like a new timeline, but that's what it says here on this website, the original timeline and new timeline. But anyway, a few years later, Hwang returned home with Mina after having discovered Soul Edge, and was not a Sword of Salvation, but rather the Sword of Destruction that will bring calamity to their country. After returning from a second quest to locate Soul Edge in 1588, Hwang met with his Hangyu and was surprised to learn that Mina had begun to receive marriage proposal. Whoa, it's a little different, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna have enough time. I'm about to sweep this girl, take her out quick. So I would like to take this time, and I am looking for recruit players online, man. So if you see, I'm gonna leave my PlayStation 5 name on the description. Just add me, and if you're interested in the tournament, send me a message, man. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. See you guys on the next one.
The goddess of victory smiles upon the strong of spirit.
You only have one life. Go and return home.
Don't forget to subscribe!